Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Lovely Angela, and in today's video we are going to be continuing the early fall decorating, this time heading into my master bedroom. Things have been looking very much the same in here for a bit. I'm looking to do some changes, and I recently picked up some artwork from Kirkland's that we are going to hang above the bed. So we're going to start off on that because I'm going to be standing all over it, and then we will get into some decorating. So this is the piece I recently picked up from Kirkland's. As you can tell already, the scale of it is so big, which is going to be perfect above our bed. But I love that it is this like burlappy beige color rather than white, so it'll really help warm up our white walls against it, and it's neutral enough I can leave it up all year round. So I was super thrilled about this and I'm excited to put it up. There are so many different ways you can go about hanging your artwork and mirrors. I decided to use the laser level for this one because I quickly realized that my mirrors and my bed were not actually centered on the wall itself, and so if I centered the picture on the wall, it was going to look crooked against everything else. So I decided to just center it above the bed, and then down the line we know that we do want to add some wall trim to this room. I will take everything off, fill in all the holes, and rehang everything so that everything is centered and is equal spacing on both sides. Then I just grab my level to double check my work and we are good to go. So there we have it all hung up. I have 8 inches in between the bed frame and the picture frame because I really love to put garland for Christmas and fall. I know it looks crooked right now. I checked it with the level. It's the camera angle doing that. I might lower it once I start styling it with garland to just kind of see where it's at. I didn't want it when I put garland that it would actually be hitting it. I wanted to make sure there was enough of a gap, so I might lower it later, but I think it looks so pretty. When it comes to our bedding, I really gravitate towards keeping it neutral, so that way I can use it all year round. And then seasonally, depending, I can build upon it to add more coziness, add more texture and warmth to the space. So for some texture, I'm going to add this coverlet. I got this from Hearth and Hand at Target a few years ago now. I think it's so pretty. I love the texture that it gives. Hearth and Hand did come out with new versions of this in a gray and I believe a green, and then Casaluna also has a gray and a brown color. So if you would like to grab something like this, then since this overlays the bed so much, I'm just going to tuck in the ends and the bottom edges to give it a nice clean look. Now I'm adding our duvet. Our sheets and duvet cover are both from Brooklinen. This video is not sponsored from them, but we are still really enjoying this bedding set. It's the perfect weight. My husband and I are really hot sleepers, and even though I'm adding all this texture and all this coziness, we can sleep comfortably at night, and I can't recommend it enough. Now I'm just going through and peeling back the layers to expose all this texture and coziness that we're bringing. It really elevates the look of your bed, styles it, and gives it a more designer feel, but while still being welcoming for you to hop into after a long day. And now I'm adding my go-to bed throw blanket. It is this knit blanket from Casaluna at Target. The color is so beautiful and really pairs well with basically any bedding, and it washes super well too, which is always helpful. Now for throw pillows, I'm using the same velvet ones that we used in the living room. I thought the brown tone was so beautiful and brought so much warmth. And then I'm using this Floral Block pattern one from Target last year. And then to bring even more warmth and texture, we're going to put this faux fur throw. I got this from Home Goods a couple years ago. So like I mentioned earlier, we haven't really changed much on our nightstands in a minute, and I'm just looking for some change. So we're gonna swap out just a couple things and it'll change the overall feel of the nightstand. And we're gonna be adding that pot that I found at Home Goods. I'm still undecided if I'm going to paint them or not. I would love to give them a distressed look so they look like an antique clay pot. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you think I should do that. And we're gonna be adding these beautiful purple leaf stems. These are from A Floral. They're a super full stem, so it makes decorating with them so easy, which I absolutely love about them. And we're going to add this wood dough bowl that I found at the antique store and a couple of pine cones. So we're going to add the same vase and stems to the other side. When it comes to decorating your nightstands though, they do not need to be complete mirror images of each other. My previous styling, I had two different vases. Things to note is that they were the same color and the same shape family, and that's how you will get a cohesive look in your space. And to tie in the pine cones that I added on the other side, I'm going to put these little ones that I found at Hobby Lobby in the bottom of this box. Again, bringing in that same element, but in a different fashion, will still bring balance to your spaces. And for our last touch, I'm going to add these pumpkins I picked up last year from Target. And here is a completed look at how the space turned out. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I do apologize for the lighting. We've got a random rainstorm that's coming in right now, and so it's definitely a little dark in here, but I'm not going to have an opportunity to film for the next few days, and I want to make sure that I'm still getting all this stuff out to you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I really love how this space came together. It is so cozy. I love the color story that it's telling. And there's still things that we want to accomplish in this space. We're still looking to do the trim molding. I would love to swap out the rug for something more moody toned, but things take time. I'm practicing some patience and taking baby steps in each of our spaces. My next video is going to be in a room that I have barely shared on this channel, and it's not for any exact reason, but it's going to be our guest bedroom. I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I styled it for early fall. It has a king size bed too, so we technically have 2 masters in our house, so that way you guys can get 2 different ideas for how you can style your bedroom for the early fall season, and then we can compare the 2. And that way, this one tells one color story. The guest bedroom will tell an entirely different one. So no matter what your preference is, you'll be able to resonate with one of them. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, leave me a comment down below. Should I DIY the planters that I'm using on the nightstands or not? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.